Mina, it's your boy Sinkun here, and today we finally got this review done. Yeah, I'm sorry about this late, life had me a bit busy, and I will, make this review as promised. This will be a comprehensive review to the story, to the game, and to the online, and to the meta, and to everything else. And I'll try to make sure it's in a comprehensive way. So, today, by the way, disclaimer: I will be using some of the information, some of the things I got from my source, my informant. You already know who it is, so I don't need to point out. But there you go. But as you see today, the story mode. Story mode is a Storm 2 level of thing. It's no open world type thing. It's not an open world, but it is a long story mode. Especially if you watch all the cutscenes, all stuff like that. It is a long story mode. So for anyone who's a story mode fan, it is. It's good. The system is a pretty simple system in terms of combo buttons, but the execution, from my experience, you can do a whole bunch of keycom moves, you can do a whole bunch of other stuff and convert into it. It's not the most complex system, but it is a system that works, and it works for us. I definitely say, if you are good with the idea of a system, you'll like that. Obviously, that right now, what I see is we are going to be seeing a moment from Noritora versus Ichigo in the story mode. Noritora versus Ichigo in the story mode is an important feat for an example of story. Overall, each of the story and the lore is accurate to the anime, so I appreciate this. If anyone wants a guide on the anime or knowing how to, how Bleach works, I do recommend this story mode for people who want to get into the story mode, get informed about the story mode, etc., etc. So overall, if I had to rate the story, I'll rate it a 9.5 out of 10. Personal nitpick is the idea of an open world, but too much to ask. Right now, we are going into Nelia versus Noritora a bit, and for sure that this is this is going to be an important thing within the story, important moment, and I like how, again, the system feels good. Obviously, it's not an arena fighter. It is not an arena fighter. It is a 3D fighter like Tekken, like Soul Cow. It takes heavy inspirations. So people thinking, oh, it is linear movement. I can see where your complaints are, and understandably, if you guys aren't into this stuff, then I would say do not play this game, because this is not the game for you. It is something that you guys have to be open-minded to with any game, and as long as the system executes as intended. For example, you could say that Connections does this, but I just, the system of Connections is good. It has a good system, but the comp-wise, there's a difference, and that will be part of the later on in this review. Overall, when it comes to the battling system, the battle system in the system of battle, the battling system, I enjoy it. I enjoy the flow of Keycon to non-Keycon, stuff like that. For people who say, oh, it's a bunch of Keycon moves to win, I can see that sentiment, and if anyone does not like that, that's a feeling that I cannot change, you cannot change, and it's up to you to change your feeling. But I'm not the man in control of your feeling. But as seen from Stark versus Grimjow here, the game can get very complex and very difficult to go through. So it is a what's the word again? And the system for me, 8 out of 10 patches, and so far the development support will be a 9 out of 10 because these develops from 2 weeks has changed the game completely. As you see here with Mayuri, It's all about the neutral game. So now we're getting into the comp. The design and the goal of this system, it is all about neutral play. It is all about playing the neutral, and it's all about learning how to approach your opponent rather than the combo system. You could say it has a primitive combo system, it's fine, but it is a neutral play. It is all about playing the neutral, understanding this neutral, and understanding how to approach this in a way that, that you can challenge. Because people say, oh, you're just whiffing, which is fair, I think, but if you play Tekken, have you ever seen Tekken? And again, I know Tekken people can correct me in the comments, all the people can correct me in the comments, if anyone has seen competitive level fighting, then people can correct me and say that I'm wrong here. But with the system, it is definitely something that's important to learn. So now we're on the online, finally the online system. Online, there is room match, there is room matches, and there is just casual matches. There's no ranked right now until the game gets released, and there's no endless until later on in the system. This is just a fight from my stream, so yeah, this dude is probably just an exception. Hashtag 10 toes is probably a good guy, but the lag was pretty extreme. And I will give you a link to that stream in the comment section below. But the online so far is good, and the system is fun. Again, this is a fun game with so much potential, so much drive to do so much better. And overall, Bleach, the cons, obviously, it has been rushed out the door. It is Bandai. That is a Bandai issue. That is a Tamsoft issue, and it's unfortunate that this happens to every game now these days. And it's such a tragedy. It is a tragedy that it has to go this way. It has to be this way. And it's sad. It is genuinely sad. It annoys me. It annoys the fans. It annoys everybody involved. It annoys Bleach fans. But as a person who likes fighting games, as a person who can give a solid recommendation, I recommend this fighting game legitimately. I'll give this game a 7 out of 10. Again, it is something that people have to give it a chance and be open-minded to with any new product. I'll even say even the worst product you can say you have to be open-minded with. And there you go. So yeah, overall 7 out of 10. Everything else so far is doing good. It has potential to do comp. The community is backing up from what I know and what I studied. The community is definitely growing. Like, there is clans, there is tournaments, there is money matches, there is FT5s. Just because there's no ranked, yes, ranked is a good option, and people want ranked, and I agree, ranked has to be in the game. But it is not something that will be detrimental. Same thing, I guess I'd say endless is more detrimental because, it's community. The community, at the end of the day, grows the games, not the other way around. If the game has solid foundation and there's no community support, with prime matches or endlesses or stuff like that, in my opinion, then the community will not grow. Again, please argue with me in the comments and down below. This is your boy Senkun, and I am out.